Hi guys, and welcome back to another Creating New Residence video. Back again with another weekly update video. Last one was recorded on Wednesday, I think, and today is Sunday. Also, at this point the live stream didn't really happen yet, so there will be a bunch of stuff in this video. That by the time of the live stream it will have been done already, so it might be a little bit confusing. So yeah, just the heads up. Yeah. Where can we start? I guess we can start here from the Naquada line. I started tearing this down, but didn't really, just broke one of the blocks. Because I finally installed here the electrolyzer for the sodium hydroxide, because of this one here is a gallium hydroxide. Basically, this wasn't fast enough to recycle the stuff. So I had to go for the this one, and yeah, this has the actual 16 slices, and with 16 slices it gets perfect overclocking, which is a huge help. Yeah, this one here I think just has 6 slices. So yeah, this doesn't really have perfect overclocking, but I think it's 16 or 12 parallels per slice, so it has enough parallels for it to kind of keep up, I guess. But yeah, nothing really changed here, but yeah, here in our space elevator, I added another miner, which actually came from here. This is now a Mark III, so the Mark II that was here I moved to here. And now we have 3 miners. I don't really recall what's the middle one for. Oh, it's for the gems, for diamonds mainly for diamonds. This one here, I think it's doing. Let's see if I can find it. I think it's doing cosmic, or at least it was. It might not be anymore, but I don't remember. It might be doing Tiberium here from the Oldium Sumerian vein. And this one is doing the uranium and plutonium, basically. Because I expanded our Naquada line, not the Naquada line, but the Naquada fuel line, and I still need to optimize a few things. But yeah. I also changed here. I finally got the proxy, so we are now using them here. The subnet, like I predicted, wasn't really doing a good job, because if I had multiple recipes coming in, the 16 slots were basically not enough for it to catch the recipes, because sometimes the items would be jumbled together. But yeah, it's now fixed. Now everything's good here. Oh, and I also upgraded the assemblers to Mark II, so we can now craft better recipes. And yeah, they are faster as well, more parallels, which is pretty good. Let's keep on moving. There's a bunch of stuff that I've done this week, I'm pretty sure. I upgraded some of the machines of the plotline. It was kinda stuck. I still need or I'm not sure if I'll be doing it soon, but yeah, the ruthenium part is pretty slow. We have a bunch of it backlogged because it basically already processed. All of our palladium is now processed, and the no, not palladium, the platinum is now processed. For the palladium, I'm doing most of this in the QFT, but yeah, this is also still going through our backlog. So yeah, that's how that's going. Actually did some new additions in our resin or non-resins line. I added here another digester, and this one is doing us the Presiodimium, and this is used for Nakuda Fuel Tier 4, which I kinda started doing. I actually have it running right now, but I only have one plugged in. I'll show you guys in a bit, but yeah, I only have one plugged in. In here, nothing really changed, but I might be moving our dragon blood to somewhere else. Um, yeah, mainly because I don't really want it here. I want this building to end by here. And yeah, I kind of kind of completed. It's not really completed, but yeah, I did some work on here. I basically um, got this part back, right? So and it was previously only going up to here, so I still have like 4 ICDs that I can use whenever. Not sure even if I'll be requiring them. At least 1 or 2 I might do, but not really sure about the other pair. But yeah, for now that's that. I might expand this to here, but I'm also thinking about doing something with this area, like maybe move the dragon blood processing to here. But I'm still not sure on that. So yeah. I upgraded this autoclave here because it wasn't really producing the thingies fast enough. No changes. Oh, actually, I did one change here. I think might have done this by a last episode, but I don't really remember. Mainly, I start processing the wood gas in this distillation tower over here. It doesn't really give us anything too dramatic, just some carbon monoxide, methane, ethylene, hydrogen, and CO2 gas. Pretty minor stuff, but I guess I needed something from here, that's why I did it, but I don't really remember honestly. So let's keep on moving. I yeah, I was basically all day today working on this, or most of the day at least. So now we have a few new things here. So yeah, this we had. So we now have this stuff and both of these fluids that are used for the praseodymium. And also, of course, the where is it? Tungsten steel production. This is basically empty. Why is this empty? Probably where yeah, because yeah, I had a few new machines here. These ones are for the thorium stuff. This inverted neutron activator is also for the thorium stuff, and this one is the last step of the thorium stuff. So that's that. This is a max size neutron activator because this recipe is actually pretty slow. So this goes all the way down to process the stuff we need. I also overclocked a few of these machines, and I also need to overclock this auto assembler here because yeah, this was not enough, not producing enough, so I might need to overclock this. But yeah, that's the main changes here. I also have this fluid extractor and this as the praseodymium. That's basically why we don't really have anymore, because what we have comes here. And that's also because also the reason why I have the nanoresins line going. This gives us directly the fluid, so it basically goes directly into here to our uh, new donut, which is this one. Oh, this actually has void protection. Oh, I didn't knew this had for void protection. I thought this didn't really have it, but yeah, amazing to know. And this is basically the state of our power production. The first were overclocked. These two at the back are not. I have this crafting, but unfortunately the bedrockium is the last on our DTPF queue. So I still need to work to wait a few more hours for this, if I had to say, since yeah, I still have like 2 million apogen to craft and almost 100k space time to craft, and still need to finish this, and I might have a few more things piled up. So yeah, this will be taking a long time, but I'm not really in a rush for that right now. I might be in a few hours, but right now I'm not. So yeah, and basically, yeah, I have here the Mark IV, and I'm just using this one with Mark IV fuel. I suppose I should switch off most of this and get some running with Mark IV, since it's way better. But the thing is, with this 4, I'm not really producing enough for all the reactors plus this. And this is a little bit more expensive, so yeah, I wanted to upgrade these two first and see how I feel about this. Um, and yeah, another thing that I also need to keep in mind is the fuel consumption, like the resources. Keeping a close eye on these ones. That's why I've been running the uranium plutonium vein, because otherwise I didn't really need it. But yeah, everything seems to be okay. I'm going up on plutonium 239 at least, so that's good. Let's move on. I guess I upgraded some of the stuff here to UIV. No changes in our waterline. I guess I don't really need to talk about the waterline anymore, since I mean everything is done already. I just don't have really the amounts automated, like when to turn off and turn on the machines. That's basically the only thing I don't really have going. I might do that in the future, but right now I'm not really too worried. In coming years, sometimes, and just switching on and off some machines. So for now, it's fine. Also, I have this new tower here. I was actually going to build this inverted to go into the ground, but I changed my mind and just decided to go up instead. I also thought about going this way, but yeah, I don't think it looks too bad, especially with the tree, which is already pretty big. I mean, it's huge, really, and then another forge as well. This building is also pretty large, so I felt like it wasn't really that bad. And this is our new cutting machine. This works pretty well, I must say. It's pretty fast. It's not instant, but it's way better than what we had before. So that's a major go. No upgrade zero, I think. Oh, actually, I did upgrade these ones here. These are the ones for these ones, the neural processing units. My main upgrade with this one was, I mean, I did two. I did basically I doubled it, as you guys can see, and I upgraded the power. And this is basically the max we can pump into this. This is already at 1 tick per slice, which is the how low as we can get. So basically I quadrupled the speed for this one. Upgraded it once here, and added another two, or in this case another one to make two. So yeah, it's pretty fast now. I'm pretty happy with this. No longer really a bottleneck. So yeah, I now want to upgrade this one. But the thing is, to upgrade this one, I'm pretty sure I need to upgrade our power spine, which I've been mentioning I want to do. And I already started crafting. I'll be using UEV, these ones here. I thought about doing UIV, but yeah, UIV is pretty expensive right now, so that's not really a good idea. I also upgraded some of the machines here, but I think I already mentioned that last episode. It's still the same. And yeah, the DTPF is completely stuck right now. It still won this dimensionally shifted superfluid. So yeah, as you guys can see, it will probably still take a little while before it can get through to the bedrockium, which is the last one. Moving on. I think that's everything on this side of the base, so let's go here. Let's see. Well, tore down the I tore down the cutting machines and added the transcendent plasma mixer in its place. The thing with this, I think I talked about this last week, but I guess I'll mention it again. My main issue with this is that if I actually quite like this multi-block, but with twist, this multi-block becomes a little bit unnecessary, kind of, because it's more expensive to craft the plasmas from here than using twist machines. At least that's how I feel like. Because, yeah, I'm pretty sure I talked about this last episode. I'll just go through this quickly again. But if I want to craft it through the plasma mixer, it takes 5 seconds. I mean, of course, this can parallel, but the power scales with the parallels, right? And so let's ignore the time. Let's keep in mind the power and the amount we get. Um, so yeah, using the laser engraver, basically we do this recipe, which takes a long time, but since it's twist, we can overclock this pretty far, and also the mixer. So I think this and really ends up being way more power efficient, because in 2 minutes I can craft just the crude one. I can do this recipe in 2 minutes, and it gives me like 16 million instead of 1,000. So I feel like it's much faster to use twist machines for this instead of using the plasma mixer. It's faster and way more efficient. I mean, faster it will not be, because with this we can select the amount we want, but it will be more efficient and use a lot less power. So that's the main reason I haven't really turned this on yet, and I also haven't really enabled the wireless mode on the capacitor, because I feel like I'll power fail my base if I try to do that right now. So yeah. Besides that, no notable changes yet. I guess I upgraded this to transcendent metal, but that's about it. And I also added here two more UU emitter. Unfortunately, UU emitter still is kind of a problem right now for us. Yeah, we are producing a good amount, but whenever I try to go on some bigger crafts, uh, yeah, I still use or most of my buffer, or I simply don't have enough to craft, so it's a little bit annoying. But yeah, I think that's mainly it. I'm just missing one thing. Actually, I haven't come here in a long time. I guess we are getting some ZPM modules or ZP modules, I guess. This is pretty much full. I need to get more cells for the singularities. Yeah, I turned the space miners on. Maybe I should have turned this on as well. I have been keeping this turned off because of the platinum, because I wanted to process all of our backlog first before turning this on again. But I guess we should really have this turned on all the time. There's really no point in turning this off. But yeah, that's mainly it. Also, I started doing some recipes here to get yeah, these guys. I think this will be required pretty soon for something. I think it's for this stuff, star fuel and the dark matter. And these are twist machines, so they don't really matter right now. Yeah, I think I'll be needing this recipe pretty soon for the Godforge. I still need to investigate a little bit more about the Godforge. The only thing I know is that it's crazy expensive, and for some reason it's a gate to UMV. Last time I played there was no Godforge, and yeah, the only thing we really needed to get to UMV was the space time and the Shirabon as well, I think. No, Shirabon was we needed to get to UMV first, right? Yeah, this requires eternal coils. Actually, the eternal coils, sorry to go on. Yeah, this requires space time. I just wanted to check it. Wasn't really sure about that. But yeah, the only thing I really have is the compacts. I did some upgrades here. So we had this Mark II, and now we have our main one, our autocrafting one. This is now Mark 4. And unfortunately I needed to add an extra power connection down here, which wasn't really here before. But it's kinda weird, because supposedly I didn't really need to do this. And I think if I tear this down it would be no problem. But basically there was one recipe. No. Okay, maybe I might have needed this anyway. But even with this it wasn't really enough, so we had all edges covered. We weren't really getting enough energy, and the recipe in cows was actually the uranium, which we don't have, so let's craft some more. Should have crafted more, but yeah, this was kind of annoying because it was power failing even after adding this one, so we should have been getting the power that we needed. But the thing is, I'll just show you guys here so you guys know. I have it here. Basically, it can accept up to 16 million U per tick, and this basically is equivalent to 8 UHV amps, and I'm using 16 amps. Yeah, as you guys can see, I'm using 16 amps. So, and I was using 16 amp dynamos. So I think, or at least I thought, this would go 8 and 8. But I don't think it was working that way because we were still power failing. And when I replaced the hatches to 16 or 64 amps, it started working. So I'm not really sure if it was trying to insert all 16 amps in one of the 16 energy hatches. I think that's what was happening. But I thought that it would work with just 16 amp dynamo, but I guess I needed to replace it with the 64. That's what I've done, and it works. No, and yeah, this is a one tick recipe. The compact Mark IV is pretty godly. It's clearly a step up from the Mark III, since with these ones we get even more parallels and, more important, the perfect overclocking. So now we got that one, and we also have here this one. I don't think this one was here last time, but yeah, this one of course is doing our yeah, technetium plasma, and I've been using here this one is just for the Ryugor stuff. This stuff here, if I can type it, yeah, this stuff. This is the recipe I've been doing in this one. But yeah, I'll be switching this probably for fermium plasma, and I'll need to craft another one for the neptunium plasma after. This one is one of the plasmas that we used for the QFT. We don't really need it right now, but I think this one will be used, yeah, in the Creon plasma, which we'll be needing pretty soon actually. I think this is one of the resources that we need for the God Forge. So yeah, we need to tackle that, and also the thorium plasma. And unfortunately, this is a Mark V plasma, so yeah, I'll need to get a new compact fusion for not a compact, but a regular Mark V. I don't think we are too far from Mark V fusion, but right now it's not really something that I feel like we don't really need to worry about that right now. I feel like that's still at least a week away, the God Forge. What I'm working on right now, actually, was the Dyson. I'm working on the Dyson right now. I wasn't really going to upgrade the plasma, but I saw that we needed an aqua fuel Mark 5 actually, Mark 5 for something. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, yeah, it's for the dark fuel. So yeah, and this is for the God Forge. That's why I took a little detour to get the Nakoda Mark IV going. But I was actually on my way to get the Dyson. I really want to get the Dyson. I have it here. I already have most of the blocks, but I still feel like it will be a bit of a pain to get going properly. And yeah, I also added a few ECs to get us some of the Twilight shitty materials. Oh, oh, this is full of crap. Yeah, I should take a look at this. I already am trashing most of the stuff. Oh, that's this is full. Okay, I guess that's why. Um, yeah, I'll take a look into this later if I remember. But yeah, that's everything for today. I feel like this is a pretty long video. So yeah, I'll hope to see you guys next time. Bye bye.